Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about some interesting things coming from Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games regarding the future of Grand Theft Auto Online DLCs, GTA 5, future Rockstar games, and a whole lot more. So in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, yesterday on August 1st, Take-Two Interactive held their physical quarter 2018 earnings reports for their shareholders and their investors. They do this 4 times a year, and typically when they do this, we get some pretty cool information either on Rockstar or GTA or something else that's pretty cool. And the exact same thing has happened yesterday, and I'm going to be sharing the results and findings and most interesting things from that report. Now, because Take-Two Interactive is a business, there's a lot of like money talk and business talk. I'm not going to be discussing that in this video. You guys probably have to deal with that as much as you do in school with like finance and math class and stuff like that. So I'm not going to bother you with that information. We're going to be talking about the games and everything you need to know about them going forward in the future. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into it and let's get it started. So again, let's jump straight into this. This is coming from Strauss Zelnick, the chairman and CEO of Take-Two Interactive. He says, fiscal 2018 is off to an excellent start, with our business's positive momentum continuing to exceed our expectations in the first quarter. We delivered growth in both net sales and net revenue, as well as margin expansions. Our results were led by the ongoing extraordinary performance of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. Strong demand for NBA 2K17, which is now the highest selling sports title ever, and increased recurrent consumer spending. So the two big things we need to focus on here is they went out of their way to say that the results were led by an ongoing extraordinary performance of GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. So needless to say, the game is still doing amazingly well for them nearly 4 years out. And that very last part at the end, an increased recurrent consumer spending, that basically means that you guys are buying a lot of shark cards and that Rockstar is making a ton of money off of DLCs and microtransactions. So those are two interesting points right there. As he moves on, he says, as a result of our stronger than expected first quarter operating results and improved outlook for the remainder of the year, we are increasing our fiscal 2018 outlook for net sales and net cash provided by operating activities. Looking ahead, we expect fiscal 2019 to be a record year for net sales and net cash provided by operating activities, and led by the launches of Rockstar Games' Red Dead Redemption 2 and a highly anticipated new title from one of Take-Two's biggest franchises. We have a robust development pipeline and are better positioned than ever for long-term growth and margin expansion. So I know that might be a lot to take in, but let's take a look at this. So number one, Rockstar is still anticipating the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2 to happen in fiscal 2019. So a lot of people might be saying, well, wait a minute, is Red Dead Redemption 2 now coming out in 2019? No, fiscal 2019 is spring 2018. So there's been no change on that front as far as when we will expect the next Rockstar game. So that is still slated for spring of 2018. They also state a highly new title from one of Take-Two's biggest franchises. Now, this may not interest you, but it does a lot to me because really the only two possibilities there are a new BioShock or a new Borderlands. And Strauss Zelnick even confirmed that even though Borderlands is developed by Gearbox, it's still considered one of 2K's games. So I would imagine that either sometime later this year or in 2018, we're going to get an announcement on either a Borderlands or a BioShock game. And that has me incredibly excited. So that is very cool. So this next statement is probably the most interesting from the entire conference. So this comes after he stated that they had a better than expected fiscal first quarter 2018. He says, in addition, due to the continued success of Grand Theft Auto Online and other factors, the company has determined that it is necessary to extend the life of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online for purposes of calculating deferrals. As a result, and also due to higher expected internal royalties driven by the strong performance of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online, the company is reducing its outlook for GAAP net revenue and GAAP net income. So that last part again is a little bit more business lingo, but the big thing here is that the company has determined that it is necessary to extend the life of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. And when they state for the purpose of calculating deferrals, they're literally saying because it's making a ton of money. That's the bottom line right there. GTA Online is making a ton of cash for Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive, and they simply don't want that to stop. That's exactly what it means. So from what I'm gathering from this, in order to extend the life of Online, they're going to have to keep updating the game with new DLCs and new content. So I think this is like an unofficial confirmation that we're just going to keep getting more updates and more DLCs in online, which is great news, but I think it also means that the updates we're going to be getting will be geared towards Rockstar making money. Kind of like what we saw with gun running, like the expensive items and the paywalls, doing the fast tracking research. So although this may be considered a good thing, as more DLC is always encouraged and always going to be awesome, I think it means going forward that we're going to be seeing updates very similar to gun running that are going to be driven towards you having to buy a shark card if you really want to enjoy all the content. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and say, well, they said Grand Theft Auto 5 too. Does that mean there's going to be a single-player DLC or there's going to be an update to the story mode? Not necessarily. Every time in this article, when Rockstar mentions GTA Online, they mention Grand Theft Auto 5 too. So I think they just put them hand in hand together. I think that it's purely going to be a focus only on online and the updates for that. But I still think this is great news for those of us that obviously want to see more Grand Theft Auto Online content. Now, this news comes along with the fact that Grand Theft Auto Online had its most successful quarter ever in June and July, had more players playing online than ever before. So a lot of people say GTA Online is dead, there's nothing to do. Well, numbers don't lie, and these are the facts, and Grand Theft Auto Online had its best quarter ever in June and July. So that is absolutely insane. And this is backed up from the fact that the Grand Theft Auto franchise has generated more than $3.5 billion in net revenue for Take-Two since GTA 5 launched. And Grand Theft Auto Online honestly keeps growing, which you can see with this graph here is just absolutely nuts. The amount of revenue and money that it's just providing for them, which is crazy. Now, moving on, Take-Two Interactive has said sales of Grand Theft Auto 5 remain at over 80 million. However, it did not hit 85 million units in the last quarter. So I don't know if that's a little bit of a slowdown. Maybe people just have the game by now and they're not buying it as much, but I still think that was pretty interesting. And then really what they ended up doing is just doing kind of a summary of what Rockstar Games has released over the last couple of months. So they said they released Gun Running, which is a massive free update, Dawn Raid, Overtime Rumble, Power Mad, so all three of the adversary modes. And they also put a bullet point that said announced Red Dead Redemption 2 is planned for release worldwide in spring 2018, which they clarify is fiscal 2019 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And probably the most interesting point regarding Red Dead Redemption 2 for those of us that are fans of GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online is that Strauss Zelnick said the existence of Red Dead Redemption 2 will not impact the activities of Grand Theft Auto Online, which could suggest they will continue releasing new updates for online even after Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. How awesome would that be? We'd be able to enjoy the awesome world of Red Dead Redemption 2, but at the same rate, we'd still be getting more content for online. That just absolutely sounds amazing for me. So this has been one of the most positive, I guess, news conferences of all time. We got a bunch of awesome information. Now, there wasn't going to be anything too crazy that Rockstar was going to reveal here, or I should say Take-Two Interactive. They weren't going to be like, this is the next DLC. This is the exact date when Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out. But I feel like as far as investor conferences go, we got a lot of positive information here. And that to me is actually pretty cool. So once again, I'll leave a link to the entire article in the description if you want to read into it for yourself. It's pretty awesome, and it gives us a great glimpse at what we could be expecting going forward here in Grand Theft Auto Online. But anyways, that's all the information I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on the video. That would be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.